Hello, I am coming to you off of a workout with no makeup, all of my gray hair in all of its glory, because I want to talk to you guys about the truth about orphanages, and it didn't really feel appropriate to get all dressed up to talk about this truth. So the truth about orphanages is, one, the kids there are not really orphans. By and large, they are not orphans. These kids are kids that have been abandoned by their caregivers. Most of the time they have one or more parents alive, and if they don't have an actual biological parent, they usually have a step parent or family member. And either the family is unable or unwilling to care for them. That is one of the reasons that a lot of disabled children, autistic, cerebral palsy, physical disabilities, mental disabilities, end up in children's homes because they are very difficult to take care of and the family doesn't have the resources to do it. So these are not real true orphans. That's the first truth about orphanages. So if they're not really truly orphans, wouldn't it be better if they were with their family? That is not a super easy question to answer, and I'm not going to get into that answer in this video. That's not the purpose of this video. But that's where Ghana social welfare is going, and where we are looking to assist social welfare in. It won't be a primary cause, but if they have family and we can help the family, wouldn't it be better for a kid to grow up with their family than in a children's home? The next sad truth about orphanages in developing countries, specifically I can speak to the ones here in Ghana, is that they're businesses. No matter how good-hearted or honestly not good-hearted the people are who run the orphanage, it's a business. So it is in their benefit to keep the children looking needy, right? Looking disheveled, not having all of their needs met. Because if that's how the children are, then people continue to come and bring you things to meet the needs of the children. And that's how you maintain your business. So, knowing those two things and seeing them for the reality that they are, what has happened is that no matter how much we invest, how much we try and help, how many different ways we try and help children's homes here, it won't work because it's not to their benefit for it to work. So the people who have the power will intentionally not use those resources so that the business continues to function. That was a hard realization. I really, really, really wish that wasn't the truth. And there is a few orphanages that I know of here that are not that way, but by and large, that's the entire orphanage system, right? Is that they rely on other people to meet all of their needs, and so they have to continue to look needy in order to have needs met. So that's why Africa Youth Rising no longer supports any orphanages. That does not mean we do not support the children in orphanages, because we want to see them prosper and thrive and break the cycle of vulnerability, so that their children don't end up in these orphanages, don't end up in children's homes. But supporting the children's home itself is not beneficial, is honestly a waste of money, and ultimately doesn't help the children. So we are looking at ways that we can directly help the children and not support the orphanage system. And in fact, we are attempting to dismantle the entire children's home orphanage system by making it obsolete. That's the cool stuff, all right? The stuff that I talked about, it sucks, it's awful, it breaks your heart. I hate to have to tell you truths like that, because it would be so much easier for me to say, help these poor orphans, give me money to help these poor orphans. When the truth is, like, let's not do that. Let's make it so that there is no orphans in any orphanage that has to be helped. Let's do that. That's so much cooler. But it's so much harder to rally people around to give to that. But I know you guys, you know me, you know that I'm here, you know that I'm seeing this stuff, you know that I'm on the ground, and I care about these kids so much that I'm willing to sacrifice everything, including risking losing donors, to do what is right for them. That's what we're doing now. That's the cool stuff. Please, I beg you to stick with me through this, because in the end, it's going to matter so much more than feed these poor orphans. They're getting fed. Let's make it so they don't have to be there. Let's make it so that orphanages don't have to exist here. Okay? Please? Let's do that. Let's do that through all these programs that Africa Youth Rising is implementing. Let's keep kids that are in their homes right now in their homes. That is the point of the malnutrition program, right? If we can help families feed their kids, the kids don't get abandoned. That's the point of everything that we do with the disabled youth. If we can help the disabled youth stay in their home, they don't end up in a children's home where they're honestly ignored because they're too much work. Let's keep them in their homes. Let's continue to do that. So that was the point of this video, is just to share with you the truth of orphanages and why we are no longer helping orphanages and why what we are doing is so much cooler. Please stick with me. Continue to support us. Let's see this happen. Love you guys. Mwah.